Morning guys. So today we're going to be doing some sightseeing in Bohol. My Australian friend Chris and his girlfriend Grace coming with us, and they're going to show us some sights. If you've never been to the Philippines before, you'll see some things which you can only see here, and some things which you can only find on this island. So it's well worth watching right to the end. There's some really good stuff. So let's get started. So before we set off, I've just had a look at the weather forecast, and although it's okay this morning, it looks like by midday it's going to absolutely chuck it down. But I've spoken to Chris and we said, let's go for it. So just to give you a little teaser of what you're going to see today, we will have a little bit of the Lubeck River. We will have the beautiful man-made forest, the famous chocolate hills of Barhol, which is breathtaking, and a few other bits and pieces. So stay tuned. And for the eagle-eyed ones of you, yes, I'm wearing a different shirt because I've been for my morning swim at the beach, and I've now come home to edit and add bits and take things away, etc., to update for you. So just some of the sights along the way. Thought you might like to see this pretty little beast. So here we got some rice fields, and as you can see, some people actually harvesting the rice out there. I'm sure that's not the nicest job in the world, but people are out there working hard, get their daily crust. Look at the beautiful coconut trees. So as we're driving down, as you can see, something I bet none of you have ever had to do. Wash your clothes in the river, look. And if we move up there a little bit, I think that house there is where they live, look. It's all fine and well living by the river, but having to wash your clothes in it, that's something else. So apparently when they had the typhoon in December 21, the water was so high, and that's what's caused all these trees to come down. So from that level of water, it was high enough to take these trees out. That's how high it was. So this is apparently a man-made forest. Beautifully done. I'll do a little research and find out how long ago and why and all the rest of it. But look at it. Beautiful. So here we are at the Barhol Tarzia conservation area. So these tarziers are famous little monkeys that look like that, apparently only 4 inches big. So we're going to go in here and have a little look. So here you can see 4 of the famous Tarzio monkeys. Right, so what I'm reading about these tarziers is apparently they live between 15 and 24 years. They can travel up to 40 kilometers an hour, even though they're only between 3.5 and 6 inches big. They can rotate their heads 180 degrees in either side. Pregnancy is 6 months, and they're sexually mature at 1 to 2 years. The mating season is October to January. I don't know if you can see that, but hiding in them leaves, there you go, now you can see it. Tiny little monkey. So as you can see, the kind of shy, these creatures. There's a long tail on it. The tail is about 3 times its body length.
Hindi pwede, sabi ng tour guide.
There it is. Tiny little things, very hard to spot. So as you can see, unlike the local Filipino women, who are very social creatures, these creatures are very shy and tend to be by themselves. Right, so now we've come to the famous Chocolate Hills in Carmen, Bohol. And for those of you who have never seen it, it's really quite something spectacular. So we're going to go up there just so we can get the best bird's eye view. So if I'm buffing and panting, it's because I've just walked up here, I'll show you, which is 214 steps, and yeah, it just really shows you how unfit you are doing that. Anyway, the reason for the walk is this spectacular, unique scenery of what they call the Chocolate Hills. Let me just look at it. So there's various theories as to how they came to be and what's created them. And they're called Chocolate Hills because at a certain time of the year they're all brown, so they look like chocolate drops. So some Filipinos believe apparently the hills, or the valleys between the hills, were created by a giant many years ago, and he's crying when his girlfriend left him. That's a Filipino legend apparently. I'm sure there's other more scientific explanations. I'll see if I can find anything out and let you know. So obviously quite high, hence the wind, but well worth it. I think this is pretty unique. So we've stopped at this place, which, as you can see, looks like a ship from the outside, and I'm assuming it's a restaurant, but we'll see when we get inside. So we came in here thinking it was a restaurant, but it's not. It's just some strange place that, I'll get you a picture from the outside. It looks like a ship from the outside, and it's obviously all nautical themed. Everyone's dressed in uniform. So some people in uniform, all sorts of silly souvenirs. So we'll go upstairs so you can have a look. Very strange. Oh, my legs are done in with the stairs from the Chocolate Hills without doing these extra stairs. So this is the front of the ship, whatever you sailors call that, I don't know. Bow or whatever. Yeah, very strange. It's just a building built like a ship. So in here they've actually got a ship simulator. So you can, as if you're actually driving the ship out at sea. It's different, isn't it? So from the top of this strange boathouse, looking down at the street, the locals are drying their rice in the sun. So they've obviously picked that in the paddy fields you can see behind, and now they're drying it in the sun. Not seen that before. So guys, that was our day trip out. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a fabulous day. I just want to say a massive thanks to Chris for taking us up there. It was much more fun doing it on a scooter. We could have easily paid 2,000 a head and gone on a trip in a group, like a sardine in a can, you know. But it was much more fun, although it was kind of hard work on a scooter for 3 hours or so. So a massive thanks to Chris for that. And hope you've enjoyed it. And please press the subscribe button, like, share and comment. I want to get your feedback. It's always good to have a bit of banter with you.